Welcome back to my channel. I am the stationary flight attendant and I wanted to do a walkthrough of my August month for inside of my Hobonichi Techo Cousin. So I'm just going to go through kind of each day and talk a little bit about what I did for that day as far as my dailies. So if we start with August 1, for me, I use this as an overview for my month. There was a lot going on in August, and so I kind of wanted to put it all in one place, kind of preamble to everything that I had going on. I had some doctor's appointments, there was some events in Chicago, I had birthdays, I had personal trips, pretty big things going on in this month. I used this picture of Alice from Alice in Wonderland looking ahead where she's actually tumbling, how I'm kind of falling through August into all of the things coming up for me. On the 2nd, I worked a trip going to Orange County, and I worked with my roommate and I met up with a few friends there. And so we spent the day in Disneyland in California, and then her wife came and met up with us, and we had dinner that evening. I got this sticker from somebody in the park, so I put that in my book. There's a show that they throw these as confetti at the end of the show. So I grabbed one of these and put it down into my notebook, and then just kind of wrote about a little bit of what we did throughout our day there. So this was a really fun day. We took a photo inside of the new Pixar resort, and that's the photo that I printed off and put inside of here. So the next day we were flying home, and as you can see, I put Panera. I've always not been a fan of Panera. I've labeled it as glorified hospital food. Sorry if that's an unpopular opinion, but my friend wanted to go eat there at the Dallas airport, and I was like, "Are you sure?" And so I agreed to it, and I actually enjoyed it. It was surprisingly good, so it it wasn't horrible. So I just kind of put in what I got there, the Pick 2 chicken bacon ranch sandwich, which was actually delicious, and then the apple chicken salad, also very delicious. On the 4th, I ended up flying to London for work, and somebody didn't show up, and so we ended up getting a little extra pay because we were understaffed for that flight. I used these really cute stickers. They just kind of made me think of London, kind of had that vibe to me. The color, this is like a London double-decker bus. And I have here no tub, and then the room that I got inside our hotel there, because the rooms are usually very small. And so if you have a room without a tub, it actually makes the room quite a bit bigger. So I wanted to remember the room that I got and that I had no tub. I was just kind of playing with the typography and the words for this one. So then I flew back on the 6th. It was kind of a tiring day, so I didn't put too much in here. I used this really cute sticker of Cat Bus, and then some of my Sheeb washi tape. My friends had ordered a pizza, and so I had pizza when I got home, and it was just really good, really delicious, so I was very happy about that. So not much happened that day other than just working, getting home, and having yummy, yummy pizza. That's what I decided to journal about that day. On the 7th, so every Wednesday when I'm in town, I like to go to Disney Bingo, and they'll play Disney songs, and you'll have to make the bingo out of the songs. And my friend actually won the $100, which is the biggest prize that they had for the day. So it was really cool that we were able to, was able to win that prize. So we had a really fun night. Maybe I had too much fun because I was a little hungover. So as you can see, I spent most of the day sleeping and nursing my hangover and getting myself to feel a little bit better. So I slept most of the day, which is fine. That was a good day for me to get over my hangover. On Friday the 9th, I made this to-do list, so I had an idea of things I wanted to get done for that day. And it was kind of unexpected, but me and my friends decided to go out that day. And we actually had a really good time. But we ate at this place downtown, and I gave it 0 stars. I thought it was way overpriced, not a good experience, and not somewhere I would go again. And then just kind of how I felt at the end of the night, like a sleepy Totoro. On the 10th is an event in Chicago called Market Days. It's a really fun event. It's like a huge block party, lots of musical guests and artists. And so this is everything that I did that day. I got to see some really fun drag queens. Aquaria had this red confetti in her show. Then I found some blue confetti out on the street. And then I had a VIP wristband that I cut up and then just attached to my notebook here. So on the 11th, it wasn't exactly the day that I was expecting to have, but it was a day of rest again after such a big day the day before. I kind of used the theme of these potion bottles. These are some stickers that I got, and then I used a stencil to make this one. And then to kind of reiterate the bubbling up, I used other little stickers here for that. On the 12th, I actually got my very first pair of Doc Martens. I've never owned a pair before. I went to the store with my friends. We all tried them on together. And I had found a pair that I really, really liked. And then after I bought the shoes, we ended up going out to eat at this restaurant. I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I don't know. Looking back, I may give it maybe 3.5. The food was good, but the experience was okay. We were sat in this corner, and the wall was like gross and dirty. So I didn't love that. I kind of had to wipe down the wall to even sit there. So other than that, it was a decent experience. It wasn't, I don't know that I would go back. So that's why I gave it 4 out of 5, but I think I was being very generous. So on the 13th, I decided to draw one of my favorite sheaves. Is called the mochi sheave. So I drew one of the sheaves, and then this is some mochi or dango. I decided to draw that, and I flew from Chicago to Seattle. And on the 13th, our TA, which is our tentative agreement with our airline, was released, and so we were able to vote, and I voted yes because I'm in favor of it. So here on the 14th, I decided to go to Chinatown in Seattle. I took a scooter from my hotel to Chinatown, so that was a whole adventure. And I went to Le Jour, and I had an ube latte, which was really delicious, so good. I did some shopping. I did go to the stores I wanted to go to. I don't think I ended up buying anything. I just found a lot of the prices to be pretty expensive. So I did not get anything while I was there, but the ube latte was delicious, and I should get one of those again. On the 15th, I ended up waking up not feeling so good. As you can see, it was a sick day for me. Definitely, this is kind of the vibe on how I felt. It was rainy that day. It's just everything was not great on the 15th. So I actually signed up for the Target delivery, and that's why I have the Target logo drawn here. And I had them deliver me some medications, some liquids to drink, just anything I needed to help me feel a little bit better on my sick day. So then on the 16th, there is a stationery store in Chicago called Atlas Stationers. They were having a sidewalk sale and they had some insane deals. I got some vintage Sarasas, got Tombow pens. I got this really beautiful cross pen that can switch between black, red, and a pencil. I actually got quite a few things on that day, so I drew the Atlas Stationers logo, and I got the sticker while I was out there as well. Oh, and I got my very first fountain pen that day, so it was a pretty big day, pretty cool. Then on the 17th, flew back out to Orange County, and I went back to Disneyland. And these are the rides that I did. Indiana Jones, Haunted Mansion. The Haunted Mansion is actually done as The Nightmare Before Christmas. So I drew Jack Skellington's bow tie, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, then hopped over to California Adventure and did Guardians Mission Breakout, did the Cars ride, and did Rise of the Resistance. It was a big day, really big trip. I had a lot of fun with my friend, got some really good food. These peach beignets, okay, they're not for everybody. I love all things peach, like anything peach flavored. I love. So I was a huge fan of these peach beignets. My one friend, Maggie, who I went on the first trip with, she was not a big fan of the peach beignets, but my other friend, he liked the peach beignets. I had birria, grilled cheese. Oh man, delicious, so good. A raspberry macaron karage sandwich. Everything was really good. The day was good. Me and my friend had a little hiccup at the park, but we ended strong and we had a really good day together. On the 18th was kind of a big day because it was 3 legs of work, and I'm more of a 2-leg kind of a guy, so it was kind of a longer day for me, but it was good. I was working with friends, so I couldn't complain, and we went from Orange County to Phoenix, and then Phoenix to San Francisco, and then San Francisco back to Chicago. If you have gone to McDonald's in the last month, I guess, or during August, they were doing the plastic cups. And so my friend got the McDonald's cup, and then I got the Coca-Cola cup. So that was cool. I was able to pick up a Paris trip, which was my first Paris out of Chicago. It's been years since I've been. So here I was making my plans. I was gonna go to a place called French Paradox, and then I had a list of stationery stores that I wanted to look at and just kind of make a fun little tour of it. I was prepared, ready to go. As you can see, demure, I was being mindful, I was being ready, drew myself a little picture of the Metropolitan, Eiffel Tower, like I was excited, ready to go to Paris. Well, Paris canceled for me, so I did not get to go to Paris. The flight didn't technically cancel, it just got delayed until the next morning. So I was no longer legal to work it, so I got removed. So I did not go to Paris. But as you can see, I spent my 20th. I was able to rest. I did laundry. I got Chipotle. In Chicago, the DNC was going on, so I hid out in my room, but I did watch some of it on TV. I took a nap, I took a bath. I went to Atlas Stationers. I had made an online order, so I was able to pick it up. And then I just kind of cuddled my puppies at home. Here you can see I got the Pentel Energel 20 pack. And so these are all the colors that it came with. And I love these pens. Actually, really, really, really nice. So I was really excited to get these pens. Atlas had them on sale. If you go to their website, they might still be on sale, the 20 pack. These pens are fantastic. On the 21st, it was my friend's birthday. We went to Chinatown in Chicago, and there's a place called Chubby Cattle, and it's basically all you can eat Wagyu beef, and holy smokes, it was delicious. They're brand new, so there was a few little minor hiccups. The service was incredible. There was just a few orders that we had placed that never showed up. So there's some sort of hiccup between like the kitchen and the ordering. The staff was fantastic, and believe me, we got more than enough food. So that was totally fine, but I ended up giving them 4 out of 5 stars. If we had gotten everything that we had ordered, it might have been a 5-star. After we ate, there's a karaoke place called Sakura. So we went there and we played card games and just had a really great evening together. It was so much fun. As you can see, there was a little bit of a theme for August. So we were making plans because we were actually going to Orlando to spend a few days at Disney World for my other friends, for his birthday, for Abe's birthday. And so we were planning to fly direct, but those flights filled up, so we ended up having to fly from Chicago to Atlanta and then Atlanta to Orlando. Ended up working out quite beautifully. We were only on the ground maybe 40 minutes, so it worked out really quite well. We had a great cruise. Everything worked out really, really well. Just was kind of filling space. I had gotten these Tombow pen markers, and so I was playing with those, with designs, and just, I don't know, playing a little bit. You know, some different shapes and shading and coloring, flowers, I don't know, just playing. On the 23rd, we went to Hollywood Studios. Well, we landed, and then went to Hollywood Studios and had just a great time. We went to one of our favorite bars there, and it ended up raining, and so we stayed in the bar. We made all kinds of friends. One of the bartenders gave us a sticker, so I put that here in my journal, and we met all kinds of cool people. Just a really, really fun time at Hollywood Studios. We did do some rides, but we ended up spending the rest of the day in one of our favorite bars there, the Tune-In Cafe. On the 24th, we went to Animal Kingdom, and we had a little bit of a late start. Not too bad, but a little bit of a late start. And we were very hungry by the time we got to the park. And after we ate, we were just kind of leaving the eating area, and some girl mentioned how much she liked our ears that we were wearing. And so we went over and started talking to them, and they were super fun, and we ended up riding a couple rides with them. They're from Vegas. Really, really sweet girls. But she said something that I thought was the funniest thing ever. And she was talking about an experience where she was freaking out about something, and she just said she was anything but a child of God. And I just thought that was the funniest thing, so I kind of emphasized that. After Animal Kingdom, we went back to Hollywood Studios. Didn't really do a lot in Hollywood Studios. It was already pretty late, and most things were closed, but we did get some food there, and we were able to walk around a little bit in Hollywood Studios before heading back to our hotel. On the 25th, we went to Magic Kingdom, and they have opened the new Tiana's Bayou Adventure. It used to be Briar Rabbit, and so that closed down, and so now it's Tiana's Bayou, and we got a decent return time for it because it's all a digital virtual queue with new rides at Disney. And so we were able to ride the ride, and this ride has had some issues with the animatronics where they sometimes don't work, but everything worked beautiful. We had a perfect ride, had a lot of fun on that one. After that, we got beignets, not the peach ones, but these were delicious as well. And there were some pins that we were looking for, and so we went to Epcot. And when we were at Epcot, they said that they were maybe at Magic Kingdom. So then we went back to Magic Kingdom. They didn't have the pins anywhere, so we didn't get the pins we were looking for. But we were able to watch the fireworks, and then we ordered food after the fireworks, and we got what's called pixie dusted. So basically, if a cast member does something nice for you, that's what people call it, is being pixie dusted. And they gave me 2 free cupcakes with our order, which was crazy. We were so thankful. So that was really sweet. You know, obviously it's my friend's. We were there for my friend's birthday, so that was really awesome. So then on the 26th, we went to Epcot. And my favorite ride at Epcot is the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. It was so fun. My friend said that he wanted conga to play, and sure enough, we got conga, and we had just a great day at Epcot. We went to Mexico and had our margaritas, and we ate at the restaurant inside of the Mexico Pavilion, and it was delicious. Such a good meal. And then later that day, we ended up going to Soarin', and in the building that has Soarin', there is a ride called Living with the Land. It's a boat ride, and you basically go through a greenhouse, and that's where they harvest a lot of food that they serve at Disney, all over different property. And so there is a tour that goes into the greenhouses called Behind the Seeds. This tour is always full. It's always full. I've been trying to do this tour for literally years. And sure enough, I logged in to the Disney app and there were 3 spots. And so I got us tickets to the Behind the Seeds tour for the next day. We were meant to go home on the 27th in the morning, but we got the tour, and so we called this our bonus day, and we went to Epcot. We got to ride Guardians of the Galaxy again, and one of my favorite songs played, Everyone Wants to Rule the World. I think it's so fun because the ride is so fast-paced, and then that song is kind of more of a relaxed beat to it. It's so good. I loved it. We went to Paris. We got our favorite peach frosé drink. We got baguettes. We got pastries. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff. So that was awesome. We then were able to do the Remy ride in Paris. We did the Frozen ride. And then we were able to go do the Behind the Seeds tour. And it was everything I wanted. It was everything I dreamed of. I had the best time. This is us inside. You can see they have a Mickey-shaped greenery here, and it was great. I was very happy. I got tons of other photos and just had the best time. Then after that, we ended up going to Disney Springs and did a little bit of shopping, and then we got our flight home. It was honestly one of the best Disney trips that I've had. We had such a good time. So the 28th was just a day to relax for me. I had delicious peach tea, chilled out, and then I just kind of used this portion of the page when I was in Orlando. I had to do a Hilton timeshare review or viewing, and that's how we got the room that we were staying in while we were there. And this is kind of a summary of everything that I was looking at and all that. That's kind of what that was used for. Sunday night, I had a trade upgrade, which was glad to have done. So I picked up a trip, and I was able to trade to an earlier trip. It's basically, I was able to work there and get home all on the same day, and I got paid for 2 days. It worked out really well. And I had London, putting down a few things like the temperature that I was going to expect, sunrise, sunset, my flight information, the position I was going to be, just so I knew a little bit. I guess I was getting prepared for my London trip, which was in the next few days, but just kind of getting myself situated on what I was going to be doing. So then on the 30th, I got home a day earlier. So Atlas Stationers does what they call the experienced pen sales. And basically what happens is they have discounted fountain pens or really all kinds of stationery type items. They post a picture of the pen, and then they have to post a green circle, and then whoever types in and sends claim first gets that item. I had the list of things, and what I was really wanting to get was the TWSBI pen. I did not win the TWSBI pen, but I did get what they called a Nexi box, and so I kind of wrote down everything that I got in the box. So I think the value was there. I just thought it was not quite the value that they were saying. But I was very happy with what I got. Fountain pens and markers and just a lot of really cool stuff that I was... Oh, and inks. Yeah, it was great. It's awesome. I was super excited to have gotten it. So on the 31st, I had a London trip that I was supposed to go to London. It was an early morning trip. And so I put here London Whiplash because I woke up, I got to the airport, and I got removed again. So I went home, and then I was able to pick up a London later that day, like much later, probably about 12 hours later. And so I went back to the airport, and then I worked. So Chicago to London. I had a great crew. Everything worked out the second time around. But I did get quite a few hours in 3 days, so that worked out really, really nice for me. And that is my month. I don't know. If you liked this, let me know. I can do this again for September. We can go through my spreads again. As you can see, I'm not like a super artist. I think like there's some value in seeing that you don't have to be a super artist to do this. This is for anybody. Like I use things that I find, stickers, very simple drawings. So if you found any value in this, let me know and I'll keep doing these. If you have any questions about any of the stuff that I use, I'm happy to answer that. It would mean a lot to me if you subscribed, liked, commented, whatever, any of that stuff. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.